Hey everybody, I'm so excited to be here again for day number 3 of the Spring Stress Release Challenge. I'm so excited to talk about all that we have to talk about today. So let's just review in case you missed the previous 2 days, because I really want you guys to think about how you can incorporate all of the senses by the end of this week. So, on day 1, on Monday, we talked about sight and how you can use the eyes and use sight to engage your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your relaxed, calm state. And we talked about lots of different ways to do that. So if you missed that video, go back and look at day 1. And then yesterday, we talked about using sound to accomplish that down regulation of your nervous system. And that's day 2. So go back and look at that. And today, we're going to talk about smell. Now, this one's my favorite because I'm a bit of a nerd and I think it's the most fascinating. That's why I think it's so cool. And when you really think about how much smell impacts your life, you'll be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. So, right now, I want you to think about a time back in your childhood or an earlier memory where you remember a smell and how that smell particularly made you feel good and it brought good memories. So I always think about my great Aunt Alma. She would be making pecan pies, and that smell of pecan pie, my mother then has always made pecan pie, that smell has continued to follow me throughout my whole life. So when I smell pecan pie, I have a very strong sensation of belonging and happiness and family that was found in the kitchen when we would all come together and cook together. So be thinking about like something like that that reminds you of an early memory. And the reason that you can remember smell so strongly is because smell hits the brain first. That olfactory nerve is one of our cranial nerves, and scent sends a signal to our limbic system. And the limbic system is the sector of the brain that controls memory and emotion, and that can be good or bad. But we know that if we can elicit some good memories that elicit good emotions, positive emotions, then we can actually change how our body releases stress hormones and improve our overall mental outlook on life, which is pretty amazing. Now, there are a lot of people out there that have poor memories or bad memories or traumatic memories. And unfortunately, your limbic system is in control of that as well. But we can use scent that creates good emotion or good memories to actually help to trump the trauma brain response in a lot of ways. So if you're feeling a bit fight or flighty or triggered in some way, the use of smell can be a very powerful tool that you can use immediately to change your response. And if you use it habitually, you can actually change your brain's response to different situations. And your brain then begins to remember that response in different situations. For instance, I told you about the car yesterday, how the sounds in the car and the kids start fighting and it's very stressful, and then we have the repeated sounds over and over and over again. I actually carry a bottle of essential oil called Lighten in the car with me, and it has very citrusy scents. And I have a car diffuser. And if I feel that kind of out of control from the sounds or the situations, I will diffuse that. And it sometimes kicks them out of their situation and kicks me out of my triggered response. If I know I'm going to be around a person or a group of people that I struggle with emotionally, let's say they trigger some sort of response in me that makes me feel stressed, then I will put on a few drops of essential oil on a cotton ball, and I will tuck it in my sleeve or put it in my pocket, or I'll hold it in my hand where people can't see. And when I feel really stressed, I will just take a few deep breaths of that oil in, and I combine that with some other senses to help bring down that response. So that is the challenge today, is to focus on olfactory stress relief activities so that we can alleviate our stress and overall have a better outlook and well-being in life. So let's talk about some different ways we can do that. The most obvious one is aromatherapy. So aromatherapy is a form of smell therapy that uses the essential volatile oils from plants to promote relaxation and relieve stress. So these oils can be used in various ways, like through a diffuser. You can put them on your skin or in a bath. I do always caution people because oils are very trendy. A lot of times people will use them without actually knowing the effects that they can have on your body. So I would caution you to make sure that you know the interactions that those oils can have with different things, as well as dilution rates, if you should be putting them directly on your skin or not, because you could be causing some irritation. And also, the age of the person that's using them does matter a lot of times. They are volatile oils, so that means that they can produce a strong reaction. But some safe ones that I'm going to talk to you about today that are very common that can help with stress relief are like lavender, chamomile, ylang ylang. Those are all very popular, and they each have a unique aroma that can affect the body and the mind very differently for different people. So a quick look at the best essential oils for stress. If you're looking for relaxation, then lavender is the go-to. An English lavender, organic, all of these. Try to find that organic oils, so that you know that they are the highest quality, especially if you're putting them on your body. But lavender, of course, for sleep. Chamomile, very safe for children as well. Again, I would do it in like a very diluted tea that they can smell, or some sort of tincture, not putting the oils directly on them. For meditation or prayer, an orange oil. For anxiety, a sandalwood. Stress, like that feeling of overwhelm, clary sage. If you feel very depressed and down, like a lemon, something very citrusy and light. You could use jasmine as well if you feel some depressive state. And then if you just want rest and peace, that ylang ylang is very good for that. So when you're diffusing oils, though, you want to be able to utilize them to the best of their ability by finding a quiet place, and then you can actually breathe them in and inhale them through a diffuser. And you can breathe by using, there's an app called the Breathing app. It's very simple and free, and you can use a slow rhythm there, or you can practice box breathing, which is just inhaling for 4 counts, holding your breath for 4 counts, exhaling for 4 counts, and then holding your breath for 4 counts. The breathing combined with the aromatherapy is just an excellent way to decrease your stress. Another thing that you can do aromatherapy wise is use scented candles, like lavender, vanilla, jasmine, and burning candles also helps create a very cozy and comfortable environment. And that's where you can use your sense of sight when you see the candles flicker plus smell together. Just make sure that your candles are high quality and non-toxic. Herbal teas are another very natural way to use smell therapy for stress relief. These can be combined with your sense of taste that we'll talk about tomorrow a little bit deeper. But the smell of these can also reduce stress and provide a very soothing experience. So I have like my herbs. I like to buy fresh dried herbs from Mountain Rose Herbs a lot, and I'll put a link in everything for you to see their website. But I have chamomile and lavender, and sometimes I'll just combine those and put them in little sachets, or a little bit of cheesecloth, and again, throw it in the car, throw it in my purse, put it under the kids' pillows if they're having trouble sleeping, just to provide a very natural, soothing way to use smell. Also, fresh flowers. It's that time of year. Things are going to start blooming very soon. So if you haven't planted your garden yet, planting some wildflowers just to have that natural aroma around you at all times is so soothing throughout the summer and provides so much relaxation. You can also place fresh flowers in your home or your workspace and try to create that pleasant environment, also incorporating that sense of sight as well. Citrus fruits are a natural way. The aroma of citrus fruits like lemons and oranges and grapefruits, they're so refreshing and invigorating, and they really energize the mind and the body. So if you are, we talked about yesterday how you can be in that fight or flight and then down, depressed, frozen state. If you're in that frozen state, you may need something a little bit more invigorating to help get you out of that depressed state. So you can cut up citrus fruits and place them in a bowl in your home or workspace to provide a scent. I'll sometimes just chop a lemon in half and squeeze it in my sink or in my countertops. I will try to diffuse some of the lemon or citrusy fruits into the water so that the water is infused with that citrus whenever I'm drinking it, so I smell it. So there's lots of different ways that you can use smell. Obviously, you just want to use smell to be an effective way to promote good feelings and promote ways that tap into your limbic system that give you good emotions overall. So therefore, you want to avoid smells that make you feel down, depressed, overwhelmed, or remind you of bad memories. I will definitely place some more reading in the comments as well, and I will put some links in there for some cool products. TheraAroma makes a portable essential oil diffuser that is really nice if you're on the go, and that is oftentimes when I feel the most stressed. I don't feel as stressed when I'm at home sitting around with my diffuser. I feel most stressed when I'm on the go. So this portable diffuser is fantastic. They also make an oil blend called Grace that is just very calming and relaxing. If you go to my e-store, there's also some doTERRA oils on the site, And then there is an affiliate link that I will put on here that goes to Mountain Rose Herbs to show some of my favorite loose leaf, whole, organic herbs that you can use for teas or tinctures for aromatherapy and also for the sense of taste that we'll talk about tomorrow. So, don't forget to comment with pictures and tag me with your favorite smells so that I can see what all that you're doing and how you're using smell to decrease your stress. If you can find ways to start stacking these things together, like for instance, you are going to color and use your sense of sight outside while listening to the birds and diffuse essential oil on your portable diffuser, then you've just done all three at one time, which is a fantastic thing. So don't forget to tag and comment below and let me know how you're using smell. And I hope you guys are learning a lot and engaging, and don't pass up the opportunity just to take 15 minutes to decrease your stress today. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, 5:30 here, to go over the sense of taste. Y'all have a wonderful night.